with all these farms around. So pretty. The mountains in the background. Just beautiful. I could do this all day. Best purchase ever. I actually got this a couple of years ago. That shows you how old I am. But it's $80 and you get a lifetime of going into any national park in the United States for free after that, after you pay that initial cost. So I want to show you how I'm setting up my solar. Right now, my Jackery is at 70%. There's 5 watts drain because I have the refrigerator plugged in. I removed the wire that I had back here while I was driving. So right now there's no power. Let me show you. There's no power going in. See where it says 0 watts? So now I'm going to hook up my solar panels. So right now the sun is right overhead. So what I decided to do for right now is put my 2 solar panels right on the hood of my car and on my windshield. That'll get the most direct. When the sun starts going down, I may put it on the side of my car. I don't know. I have quite a bit of room here to set it. This is all a sunny area right here. Back in here is my campsite. I have a little fire pit. Somebody was kind and they left me some wood, so I don't have to go up to the store right now. I have a nice shaded picnic table. And I'll figure out, this is all mine here. That's a trail that goes right back in there from my campsite, so that's pretty cool. There's nobody in back of me. I imagine I will have somebody over here at this other campsite later today because it is supposed to be full. But as of right now, there's one over there, some empty ones, and it looks like there's a family across the way there. So I have my Jackery wires coming out this side into my front window because I don't have a screen on that. So this is an adapter. This side goes directly into the Jackery, and this side is where I hook up the 2 wires for the solar panels. And there you have it. I have my 2 solar panel wires going in to the Jackery input. This one can come out because that goes, I don't need this anymore because I'm not driving. And I have my refrigerator here. I have a fan, and I will be putting my phone in here later. But now you can see that the input is 106, 107. It's kind of bouncing around watts. So I don't really know what that means, but we'll figure it out. Now I can close my door. I've got my screens on here. I'm going to be doing some rearranging. Discovered some things the last couple days. I especially need to find a place for this because this is definitely in the way. I'll figure it out. So right now I have my solar shower heating up. I just put it on top of, where your trash goes. So that'll work. That'll heat up and I'll be able to take probably a little warm shower. Although I might want a cool one. It's pretty hot out here. Before I set my tent up, I wanted to have some lunch. I've got my camping box here and my picnic table. It has these cool little clips. Actually, I'm using one of them for my trash. So today I'm having some salmon. I'll have a salmon sandwich. And I really like these packets because you don't even need any mayonnaise in them. And they're only, for anybody that is weight conscious, they're only 80 calories. A little bit of fat. And I'm having some frozen mango. I had that from last night. I had some leftovers. And I have my water. So I'm going to eat first and then I'll show you some more stuff. So I'm going to try to be environmentally friendly. So this plate's clean, so I'm going to reuse it and I'll just wash up this plastic fork a little bit. The reason this suitcase is so important, and I picked it up from my son's house, is because first of all, I have all the stuff that I'm bringing my grandkids. You gotta bring them treats when you visit, right? So I've got some stuff for them, some jewelry making stuff. I want to show my granddaughter. There's a stamp set for my grandson. So that's important. I gotta keep this. Plus, once I make it down to Florida, my cousin's going to meet me and we're going to take a cruise together. So I'm going to need a suitcase to take on that cruise with me so I can pack my clothes. Let me show you my solution. There it is. There's my suitcase. So I have it back here, my pillows, but I pushed my bed all the way back, and I'll show you how I have the rest of this setup. It's a little bit different in the middle there. But as you can see, I still have room on the side here for my Cricut. Gotta have my crafts. There's an extra sheet. I still have my Instapot. That's my sleeping bag. You know, everything that I had before, except there's my umbrella, but my ukulele is not there anymore. Look how much extra room I have during the day with the bed pushed back. You can kind of see the indentation. It's right here. And the ottoman is right here. It's light enough to where I'll just push it right here at the foot of the bed, and that'll be for my feet now. Instead of the refrigerator, which I put in back of the driver's seat. It fit really well there. I have my daiquiri on the top, and I really like it up here because it gives me a really good view. Let's see where I'm at. Draw is only 4 with the refrigerator, and I'm also charging the fan still. So that's great. Still at 76. I only charged it up to 80 a couple hours ago. So while I'm driving, I'll go ahead and I'll set the daiquiri down on the floor. Probably in back of this seat. We'll see. Oh, let me show you something else. So remember the food that I had stored in back of the passenger seat where the ottoman is now? Well, I've got it back here. And this is the one where I have all of my, I have my bread in there now, but I have all of my fruits and potatoes and all that stuff. I'll close that up in a minute. But there, I have a perfect spot for my ukulele now. The daiquiri will also fit between the seats. If I ever want to have company, I can have, somebody can sit here, somebody can sit on the bed, somebody can sit on my refrigerator. I can just have a whole big old party. I also want to show you what else I got. I got a little stun gun. And it's also a flashlight. So you can actually blind somebody, or you can tase them. I have it opened it up yet to really look at it, but it looks pretty good. So we'll see. Like I said, I hope to never use one, but it's good to be prepared. The other thing I got that I'm keeping by my driver's side is this wasp spray. I think it shoots out like 10 feet. So those are the extra things that I got for more protection. I wanted to show you the way that I have the bed with the ottoman there. So my feet can go right there. And you know what? It's pretty long. So as you can see, I got some more company. And I have my chairs set up for later. Like a fire. But right now, I've got to tackle this tent. Okay, step 1, put the poles through the slats like an X. Done. Step 2, bend the poles and get them in that little hole. Easier said than done. Okay, looking good so far. Got them all in the little holes. Secure it at the top. See my little bow. Final step, attach the rain guard. Obviously put the stakes in. And there it is, my little tent. The first one I set up. Has a little screen and everything. Just between you and me, you know I'm not sleeping in that thing. But it does look kind of fun, doesn't it? Maybe one day. Actually, when I'm stationary, my jackery fits very well up here on this counter. I still have all of that room too. And that frees up my refrigerator. And then while I'm driving, I'll just set the jack back down in there. I might have to scoot it over a little bit. I'll have to see, but it should be real secure in there. So this is how I have the solar panels at 9 o'clock in the morning. I have them more directed at the sun. I have my window coverings here with the silver side out. This is the same covering that I use in the middle of the car for my privacy shade. And I've got the wires going in here again, but I also added some screening here so I can have the window open a little bit more. And I've got some screening there. And I've got these blocked off, these windows blocked off with the silver side out. I'll show you from this side. See how it has a little stand? I could also do that on the top. But I don't want to reach up that high. I think it's fine up there for right now. Some of you requested that I try out this electric coffee pot. So I'm going to do that today. I'm going to be making some quick oats and I'm going to be making some hot chocolate with this protein mix. Now I like my quick oats. I don't like it in a bowl. So I'm going to put it in this dish. And I'm going to mix my protein mix in here. I have a little shaker filter that helps break it up. So let's get started. So right now the jackery input is jumping from about 106 to about 109. And there's a 2% draw from the refrigerator. So I'm going to turn on the pot now. I've got it plugged in there. Let's see where it jumps up to. Spiked at 397. Still pulling in between 106 and 109 for the input. It's at 63 right now. So I'm going to actually time this and see how long it takes to heat up an entire container of water. That's at 4 minutes and I'm seeing bubbles. So I would say right around 5 minutes. It should be really bubbling. So as far as the Jackery, it went down from 63 to 62 in 5 minutes. That's really hot. So let me show you why I like my oatmeal in a dish. I love putting milk all around it. And what I use is this Carnation instant milk. Let me just show you. It's just a powder. I think it used to come in a box in the olden days, and they got it in a canister now. And I'm just going to use the same. I already mixed it up. I put 1 teaspoon to, I don't know how much water. Some water. And now what I'm going to do is just pour it on. I love it that way. My drink is actually too hot to drink right now, so I'm going to go ahead and clean up. And clean up, I make it pretty easy. This here, because I didn't eat out of it, I'm just going to use a wipe. And then for my spoons, I'm going to use a disinfectant wipe. Fold up my tea kettle and stick it in the drawer. Or this bottom drawer for my kitchen stuff. And it'll just fit right down in here. Till next time. So I don't really see a place to set up my solar shower here. I mean, there's a tree there, but no. So what I did was I set it up right here. I actually have a little bit of privacy. I'm going to sit on a chair because this is gravity and it has to be higher. So I've got my solar shower set up here. I can put my feet in there so they don't get too muddy. I am wearing these. And then let me show you what I brought. So I have a spray bottle, and in the spray bottle I have this Dr. Bronner's Pure Castile soap. This is supposed to be really good for a lot of different things. I'm gonna use it for my hair, for my body. We'll see how it turns out. Then I've got my, toothpaste, toothbrush, a comb. Now what I also like, I like these towels. Let me show you the label on these. My daughter used to sell them. I don't know whether she still does. But they're Norwich towels. And they have something special in them to where you really don't even need to use soap. And then for drying off, I just use these hand towels. I find that that's just enough. If I even bother to dry off, because it's a beautiful sunny day. I may just sit in the sun and while I'm combing my hair. So I had to move the bag back because this was a little bit too long so I can fit under it. So as far as what I'm wearing, it's just a summer dress and it'll dry quick. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do my hair first. You know the drill. I don't have to show you how I'm showering. When I was done rinsing this off, it dawned on me I don't need to have such a long tube. I can cut this. I love it. You learn something new every day. This is what the hard part's going to be for me, is combing my hair. I've always had a problem combing my hair since I was a little kid. I constantly got knots. My mom used to braid my hair for that reason. But I want to keep it long, so I'm going to work on it. I have this mirror set up, but I want to show you something that I discovered. Let me just set my camera up in this holder. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this. I'm just going to try it. So I got this product. It's from Clairol. It's called Root Touch-Up. Now you can use this on your hair, and it's actually made to work on your hair. And what you do is when you've got some gray hair, you know, you put it over here, you know, kind of rub it in. It works really well. But what I like to use it for is I got this little brush. And I put some on here. And I like to do my eyebrows. Probably looking off to the side here. And I also like to use it as an eyeliner right in here. It stays on really well, and it's the easiest application I have come across. I love it. So I turn this around again. Anyway, for my hair, what I do, let me just show you. Basically, I wet this. You know, I have a spray bottle and I'll wet this. Then I'll just go around my finger a couple times, and I have these clips and I just clip it on. But my hair is dry now, so I'm going to go ahead and take it out and just unclips. You know, it's really easy. Some of it's not dry actually. And then I just pretty much shake it up. And that should be, I might comb it a little bit. We'll see. That's my process. Have a great day. Anytime you're going to use any kind of flame, you need to get a fire permit, which I did. Got it online. So for dinner I'm having some broccoli. I got some salmon. I love salmon. So I'll make that. And I did get some spice. I got some garlic, and here's some salt and some lemon on there. Now remember, when you're by yourself, it's a good idea to set 2 place settings for safety. And call out every once in a while. You know, like I'll say, Mike, everything's ready. You're going to sleep all day. Something like that. Because they haven't seen him around. Dinner time. Nothing fancy. Just some salmon and some broccoli. I'll put some lemon on the salmon. And no pots needed or anything. This should be really good. So, what went right? What went wrong? And what would I do differently? Especially when traveling in the mountains. Stay tuned for another episode of Travel Grandma's Thinking Out Loud Thursday, episode 3, where I share my thoughts on traveling in the mountain. See you on the road!